And welcome back. Turning to Northwest News, Governor Jay Inslee has officially called for a second special legislative session as lawmakers prepare to conclude their first overtime session without a deal on the state budget. Inslee said the newest special session will start tomorrow, the day after the current 30-day special session is set to adjourn. Both the House and Senate have passed budget proposals within the past week, but have been unable to agree on a final deal. Lawmakers have been working on a budget solution since the beginning of the year, looking to mend a roughly $1 billion budget shortfall for the two-year cycle that ends in the middle of 2015. They've also been looking to add another $1 billion to the state's education system in response to an order from the state Supreme Court. It costs the state somewhere between $10,000 and $18,000 per day to hold a special session. Advocates seeking to expand the use of background checks on gun sales have filed a ballot initiative. The plan submitted today would require background checks for all online sales and private transactions such as those that occur at gun shows. State lawmakers had considered a similar measure earlier this year, but it didn't pass either the House or the Senate. The initiative does not include some of the exemptions that lawmakers had been considering. Law enforcement officers or people who have concealed pistol permits would still have to go through background checks on private transactions. Initiative proponents need to collect about 246,000 valid signatures before January 3rd in order to qualify. As temperatures keep climbing, we find ourselves needing more sunscreen. The good news is that it may do more than just keep you from getting a sunburn.
Stephanie, look over here. Applying sunscreen on hot, sunny days has become second nature to many.
I just don't want them to get skin cancer.
But using sunscreen year-round?
In the wintertime, when we play golf, I don't wear it.
Needs to soak in more. A new study may now help convince people to slather it on every day.
This is a study which has, for the first time, shown evidence that sunscreen can prevent aging of the skin.
Australian researchers have provided the strongest evidence to date. Sunscreen, in addition to protecting against dangerous ultraviolet rays that can lead to skin cancer, can actually slow the aging process. The study followed 900 people over 4 years. Skin molds kept track of fine lines and wrinkles. The group that applied sunscreen daily showed 24% less aging of the skin than those who only used it periodically.
People are spending thousands of dollars with creams over the counter when it could be something as simple as sunscreen.
Dermatologists say it's important to use sunscreen labeled broad spectrum, blocking both UVA and UVB rays with an SPF of at least 30. The Australian study included men and women up to 55 years old. The results the same for the young and middle age.
But we know now that sun damage is cumulative, both for skin cancer and for anti-aging purposes, so it's never too late to start.
Sunscreen, providing a double dose of protection for your health and your looks. Jeannie Ohm, Associated Press.
A young moose had to be killed by law enforcement officers after it was injured in a collision with a car near the Spokane Valley Mall. The moose was described by wildlife officials as a yearling. The Spokesman Review newspaper reports the moose was struck by a sports utility vehicle this morning near the mall in suburban Spokane. The driver was not injured. A police officer shot and killed the injured animal, and the meat will be donated to the Union Gospel Mission. That's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow night.